You're listening to A Daughter, A Daddy, A Podcast, a J-Mill for Real podcast on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, and all major podcasting platforms. And we're your co-hosts,
Adam!
And her daddy. How's it going today, little love?
Good.
Awesome. Are you excited for today's episode of A Daughter, A Daddy, A Podcast?
Yes!
Awesome. Today we'll be talking about some of what we've watched together, read together, played together, learned together, and created together. And if you like what you're hearing, remember to check us out on social media, like, subscribe, and follow. All right, Autumn. We watched a few things this week. We were a little all over the place this week, right?
Yes!
All right, what was your favorite thing that we watched together this week?
Witch Watch!
Witch Watch. Oh, you really enjoy Witch Watch, don't you?
Yes, because it's so silly and kid-friendly and all the other things I like.
Okay, tell us a little bit about the main character, Autumn.
Nico!
Okay, well, what is Nico? Tell us about her.
She's a witch!
Okay, but she's a witch in training, right?
Yes. And she has a friend named Moe.
And she has a friend named Moe.
His real name's Morihito. She calls him Moe, though.
Okay, and what is he?
He's an ogre.
And more importantly, he's her familiar, right?
Yes.
Okay, and you would think this is a great, fantasy setting, right?
Yes.
But it's a high school setting, right?
Yes! That's so funny.
Yeah, so there's a whole bunch of hijinks and stuff. What are some of your favorite things from Witch Watch? What are some of your favorite funny moments?
Remember the part where Nico accidentally, when she comes in his house, just busts through the window? I thought that was funny.
Oh, that's the opening episode, right?
Yes.
Okay, so she just crashes in through his opening window, but she can fix it, right?
Yes, though she breaks his special bug with it.
Well, yeah, because when she fixes something, she has to break something special, right?
Yes.
And she does that again later on in the episode. What else happens in that episode? There were some pretty fun antics.
Well, Nico showed Moe one of her spells that makes things and even people sometimes as flat as paper.
Yeah.
And she uses it on herself.
And what happens as a result of her using it on herself?
She blows away.
Yeah, she blows away, and she ends up caught in between two buildings, right?
Yes.
Moe has to use his ogre strength.
Yeah, and then the owner of the place is angry that he's there because he thinks he's going to do a trick or something.
Yeah, but he rescues his friend Nico.
By punching the wall.
Yep, then in order to repair the wall, what does she take away from the one guy?
His hair!
It's funny, right?
Yeah, because he really likes his hair.
All right, and later in the season, we meet another fun character.
Yes, Khan.
Talk to us about
It's the
Khan.
Tengu.
He's a Tengu, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, for clarification, Moe the ogre and Khan the Tengu, they look like regular high school boys, right?
Yes.
And they all attend the same high school together with Nico.
Yes.
And there are so many funny antics. She makes some friends.
And she makes the whole class fly at recess.
Tell us about that.
Well, all the kids went to fly, so at recess she makes everyone fly.
Yes, she does. I don't even think it's recess. I think the second day of classes together, the teacher just wants them to do some sort of team building exercise.
Yes.
Oh, and the teacher, she's a big geek, right?
Yes, that likes mangas and stuff, but she doesn't let her kids know that so that they don't think she's weird.
Yeah, no, I don't know why. If I were a teacher, and I would 100% say what I'm into, whether it's geeky or not. Wouldn't you?
Yes. I don't know what's wrong with the teacher, though.
She's a full-blown otaku.
Yes.
So there's a lot of funny hijinks throughout the whole thing. Honestly, it's a pretty fun watch, right?
Yes.
It has a few elements of romance with it because Nico has a big crush on Moe, right?
Yes.
Tell us about it.
Well, for the example, after she breaks the window, she looks at him and kind of says in her mind that she has a crush on him.
Yeah. And do you remember the episode with the mini Moe?
Yes. That was cute.
Talk to us about mini Moe.
Well, Nico and Moe were going out to see a movie, and Nico used a spell on him to show more of his emotion. The way it works is it makes a mini of himself on top of his head, and it just shows you what his expression is.
Yeah, otherwise Moe's pretty stoic as a whole. So there's some elements of romance, there's some elements of fantasy or urban fantasy. There is a big threat to Nico, right?
Yes.
But we haven't covered that yet in what we've seen together, so we'll talk about it when we watch it together, okay?
Okay.
And then besides that, it's just flat-out comedy with a lot of different references to things like Hunter x Hunter and Dragon Ball and Demon Slayer. A lot of fun stuff. What's another thing we watched? We watched it yesterday together. We continued something else that we talked about.
Ducktales!
Woo! We're near the end of the first season.
Yes, and I've actually watched a part of the next episode while you were sleeping.
You watched some without me? Has Magica begun her big shadow invasion yet?
Not really. It's the part 1 section right now, and I haven't finished it yet.
Okay, so the season ends with a big shadow invasion from Magica, right?
Yeah.
What was your favorite episode of the second half of the season that we watched together?
Honestly, I don't have a favorite. I like them all equally.
Okay. I think my favorite one was when Mark Beeks tried to become Gizmo Duck. Wasn't that a fun one?
Yes.
Yep. Or maybe it was the introduction of Goldie with the episode of Glomgold?
Yes. Remember what the boys were saying about that?
Oh, yeah, no, say it for us.
The boys were talking about them getting married or dating.
Yeah, no, they want Scrooge and Goldie together, don't they?
Yes.
Yep. Goldie's a great character.
Yes. The funny part about it is she steals most of Glumbold's money on the last part of that episode.
Yeah, no, she is very funny. She beats both Scrooge and Glomgold in the same episode.
Yes, and also steals most of Glomgold's money on the end of that episode.
Yes, she defeats Glomgold. Her and Glomgold together defeat Scrooge, and then she defeats Glomgold and frees Scrooge.
Yes.
All right, and read together. What's something you have been reading this week?
I've been reading Wolf Children.
Oh, so you're doing a read of Wolf Children?
Yes.
Okay, very cool, very cool.
Not yet. I'm reading Wolf Children right now.
Man, you really like Wolf Children a lot, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right, so what is it that you love so much about Wolf Children?
probably the cute little kids and the caring mother and pretty much everything about it.
Okay, very cool, very cool. And you're going to be starting a new book next week for the Tween Club at the library. Excited for that?
Yes.
All right, so we'll be talking about that, and maybe you'll read some of that Pokemon manga during the week, too.
Yes.
Any reason why you chose Platinum as opposed to another series?
So far, every time we got that book, I never read it. This time, I'm going to try to read it. And the second volume, too.
Okay, well, maybe let's make that a goal then, right?
Yes.
All right, as far as me, I've just been continuing to read more about different things as I'm making the characters for the RP. I'm learning about all sorts of fun different animals because at a certain point in time, on the animal spirit path on the RP system that I'm building, at the level 10 of it, you actually get to choose a specific version of the animal. So I've been learning fun things about different types of bats that I never knew existed before, or different types of... One of the things I was fascinated with was there are different types of anglerfish. There's not just one single type of anglerfish. There are different types of anglerfish. Isn't that cool?
Yes.
There's even freshwater anglerfish.
What?
Yeah, crazy, right?
Yes. Remember those times when I told you to pretend to be an anglerfish and that happens?
Yeah, no, I would dangle my hand in front of my head and just overbite and go, rah, 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 rah.
Yeah, that was always funny.
You loved the anglerfish when you were growing up.
Yes. In fact, I still think it's funny.
But yeah, no, so the second path, levels 11 through 21, I've been customizing the powers that players get based off of what I read about the animal and the most important things from it. So I've had a lot of fun learning about different animals this week.
And the baby bat.
Yeah, no. Do you remember what type of bat you are? You are being a California leaf-nosed bat.
Oh.
Do you remember some of the things that make it special? It matches you quite a bit.
Yes, because I'm a slut just like it.
And they don't tire all that easily, right?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely have a lot of energy. And because they're a mega bat, they actually have good eyesight, too.
Yes.
All right. What is some of what you have played this week?
Mario Party and Mario Kart. Well, basically Mario Party.
Yeah, so you've just more or less been playing the party games this week?
Yes. I got another gem in the Mario Party one. I just got one more to go.
Oh, yeah, you're still unlocking things in Mario Party, right?
Yes.
Did you unlock all the characters yet?
No.
No, not yet? Okay, so you're still working on unlocking it because we used to play it on my file, and now you play it alone on your file because you like it so much, right?
Yes. I want to play it on your file with you someday again.
That would be fun. I don't think I finished unlocking all of the characters. I think I still have one more character unlocked. I'm not sure who that is. It's been a while since I played Mario Party. If you want to play Mario Party together sometime again, I am definitely down for that.
Yes.
Awesome. As far as me, I've been playing some Pokemon Go. I did a few mega raids with Mommy yesterday for Camerupt, so that was a lot of fun. I caught a shiny Camerupt in the middle of all of that. Have you been playing any Pokemon Go this past week? I think you have, right?
No. The only time I play Pokemon Go is Community Day.
No, you played some Pokemon Go with me when we went out on our errand on
Oh,
Thursday,
yeah,
right?
that's right.
Yeah, we caught a Pokemon all around Ocean Grove and Asbury Park.
Yeah.
We did a couple raids together. Do you remember what the raids were?
Grandpa and something else.
And Weirdeer. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Trampa and Weirdeer.
There are squirrels in Asbury Park.
There's a lot of squirrels in there, right?
Yes.
So I guess we're going to leap over what we created and go to what we learned, because you learned a lot about the local history of our area on this past Thursday. Talk to them some about the places we went.
Went to Ocean Grove and Asbury Park and to Camp Evans.
Camp Evans was your favorite.
Yes, because of the olden times military base thing.
Talk more about it. What did you see there as far as equipment?
A plane! A real-life military plane!
Yeah, very cool. And you also saw
Tanks!
You saw tanks there, right? Yeah.
Yes, and a water pump area.
Yeah, and the lookout towers, right?
Yes.
Do you remember what war Camp Evans was used during?
World War II. Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay. And it was used to create computers and stuff.
Yes.
It was, do you remember the name of the building next to it?
No.
It's the Info Center. It was,
Yeah.
they worked with a lot of technology, and they created new technology for the info age.
Yes, I also saw a college near there.
Yeah, that's Brookdale Community College. They have a campus on the Camp Evans base. Camp Evans, in the info age, had a space center too, right?
Yes, we got to see the space center and a big, giant satellite. I never saw a satellite so big and so rockety.
Okay, and then we went to Ocean Grove and we learned a little bit about the Methodist movement, right?
Yes.
Tell us what big building we saw.
A big church.
What's its name?
The Great Auditorium.
It's a huge part. It was very instrumental in the Methodist movement.
Yes.
And the whole town, the Great Auditorium is in the center of the town, right?
Yes, I got to hear its bells ring.
Yeah, we actually got a nice little recording of the bells ringing at the 6 o'clock hour. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
They were playing music and everything.
Yes, I got a good video of it.
And then after that, we went to Asbury Park. What are some of the things we saw in Asbury Park?
Rock and roll stuff.
Yeah. Do you remember any of the specific building names?
Paramount Theater and Convention Hall.
Bruce Springsteen was very instrumental in them, right?
Yes, we actually got to go to the convention place.
Yeah, we got to walk through it. It was a lot of fun. So, and then besides that, we just learned a little bit about rock and roll history while we were in Asbury Park. And then we went and we saw one final place in Asbury Park. Do you remember what that was?
Stephen Crane's house.
Very good, Autumn. Stephen Crane's house. Very nice. And do you remember who he was?
Famous American poet.
Yeah, he wrote a lot of great poetry in the late 1800s to might be early 1900s. No, I think he passed in 1900. But he wrote a lot of great poetry in the late 1800s.
Yes, we got to see some memorials there.
Okay, do you remember any specific ones?
Not really, but the memorials look very pretty.
Yes, there was a lot of memorials in Ocean Grove, right?
Yes, and plus there's a memorial near the church as well.
Yes, in the church courtyard, there's a lot of beautiful little displays set up. One of them for our veterans of the Vietnam War era.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was a lot of fun going out and learning, and some of the stuff I knew, some of the stuff I was learning too. So I'm not going to talk too much about other things I learned because I think that, between what I've been learning about the animals and what I learned as we were walking through together, like I didn't remember, I knew the name Stephen Crane was familiar, but we learned some about Stephen Crane together, which was fascinating. So one of the lessons that I want to just bring out to you guys here is you're never too old to learn. You're never too old to discover, to explore. Be open to learning new things and experiencing the joys of learning with your child. Right, Autumn? Because it was a lot of fun learning those things together, both you and me.
Yes, that was so cool.
Yeah, and one of the best things was, like, if I was just seeing them alone, I wouldn't have thought to ask the questions. The fact that you were asking so many questions meant we both got to learn that much more.
Yeah.
It was very exciting. So finally, some of what we created. I talked about the RP system for me, so I'm not going to talk any further on this, but what is something that you created this week?
Paper snowflakes.
You created paper snowflakes this week. That's exciting.
Well, actually today.
Oh, actually today? Very cool, very cool. Is that part of the whole weather that you've been learning about? Meteorology?
Yeah.
Very
and
nice.
That's different types of snowflakes. And plus, in the book, we actually got to see pictures of real snowflakes that someone took a picture of.
Awesome, awesome. And you also created your character and your picture of your character, right?
Yes.
You have your character all ready for my high seas adventure.
Yeah.
You want to tell a little bit about your character?
Yes. She has, magenta pink hair and wearing a nice dress. And also, the animal that I'm choosing is a bat, a baby bat.
Yeah, it was the California leaf nose bat that you're going to be merging into, and maybe a vampire after that, right?
Yes. Woo.
And what was your character's name?
I named it Maya.
Oh, very cute, very cute. All right, so once again, we went over together some of what we watched together, then some of what we read. After that, some of what we played, then learned together, and finally, a little of what we created. We hope you had fun joining us in our week together. Autumn, close us out.
This is a Daughter, a Daddy, a podcast. Bye!
Bye! And remember, if you like what you heard today, check us out on social media. Like, subscribe, and follow. And check out all J-Mail for Real podcasts. Once again, this is a Daughter, a Daddy, a podcast. A place where a daughter and her daddy watch, read, play, create, and learn together.